Okay, everybody, we are live from the Litterbox with Cheska House, creator of Litterbox Comics.
Hi.
Brien Hart, director of the Litterbox animated pilot.
Hello.
And myself, Ross Bollinger, the producer of the pilot. About a month ago, we launched a Kickstarter campaign to fund the production of an animated episode based on Litterbox Comics, and what a wild ride it's been. We hit our goal in under 8 hours on the first day, and at this point, we've raised more than double the goal from over 2,000 backers. It's 2,287 backers to be precise. It's insane. Cheska, how are you processing all of this?
Not really. I mean, it's incredible. It's so many people. It's been amazing. Everyone's been so kind and so generous, and it's so cool. Like it's the money's amazing. Of course, that's going to make this happen. But just the sheer, I don't know, everyone sort of cheering us on has just been quite overwhelming at times, like in a good way. But it's just like, wow, this is crazy. Like it feels like a computer game, but it's sort of real life, and it's it's mind blowing.
Oh yeah, I'm so excited too. And Brien, you took this leap of faith with us, and now we're funded, and it's time to get started working on the pilot. What do you think? How do you feel about that?
I'm excited. I want to get started on it and get some stuff done. It's all theoretical right now, so I want to.
Not for long.
I know.
And now we have less than 2 hours to go. Campaign ends at 11 o'clock Eastern time. Our backers have already unlocked a bunch of stretch goals, including a postcard set, 2 batches of comic dubs, a theme song, digital stickers, and a Discord server, viewing party, making of documentary, a mini comic book, and our final stretch goal, a blooper reel. I didn't expect that we would have reached the final stretch goal yet. I thought we were going to kind of, that was going to be the whole shtick of the stream, but we already hit it. So
mad.
I know, it's just crazy. And so, I mean, any funds that we raise above our goal, aside from the cost of the stretch goals, are just going to go towards making this pilot as amazing as possible. It basically means a higher budget for the artists so that they can just spend as much time as possible on every single detail. You can still pledge if you haven't done so already in order to take home some of the super cool rewards that we put a lot of time and effort into coming up with. We're going to be taking questions from the audience tonight, like we've done in the past few streams, and we're also going to be taking drawing requests. So if there's something you'd like to see on the drawing board, or if you have any questions, please type them into the chat.
I actually have my pencil working today. I'm going to try drawing for the first time on these streams. It's scary because Brian's very good, so and I'm not so good at these sketchy things, but I'm going to do something.
It's a historic moment. Cheska's going to be drawing on the drawing board, and we're also going to be highlighting the winners of the art contest that you ran on your social
Yeah.
media, Cheska, over the past couple of weeks.
Yeah.
We got a bunch of entries, and it was really hard to decide which ones we like best. But if you stick around, we'll talk about those more soon. Technically, they've already been announced, but we wanted to, highlight them on the stream and talk about what we'd like specifically. So yeah, Mouse of Glen says that we need a strong drink. Cheska, I think you have a
I have my
mimosa.
mimosa. Here, cheers.
Excellent.
I have a beer.
Great. I have a glass of water now, but I already drank.
Frost.
No, it's
Got the hard
fine. I
water.
already
Oh,
drank.
I heard the meow.
We also have a meowing and cash register sound that we've hooked up that indicates that we've received a new pledge.
Damn,
We're
I've
rolling
needed
this
this
out
like
tonight
all
for the
month.
first time. Yeah, I know. We
I
just
know.
figured it out. And that pledge that we received is from Salix for $10. Thank you
Thank you.
very much.
Thank you.
So yeah, I'm just having water now. But I basically already had a bottle of champagne, so I'm fine.
That'll do it.
Let's see. Oh, Dr. Crow's Carnival's wondering, can we change our support after today, or will the campaign be taken down? I'm not sure. The campaign's, I mean, the page is still going to be up, and we will probably have some late pledge options. I don't know if you can I don't think you can change your pledge. Technically, you're locked in when the campaign ends. So,
I don't know, can
make
you go up?
sure.
I don't know.
I think you will be able to upgrade your pledge later. I don't know if you can after the campaign ends. I don't know if you downgrade, but I think you can. You can upgrade your pledge later if you want to. We'll have a sort of a window of time between the campaign ending and the rewards actually being sent out where you will be able to do that if you want to. So yeah, that will be a possibility. One thing I was wondering, totally off topic of the campaign, but Cheska, last time you were talking about a British breakfast cereal that you really liked.
Oh, Crunchy Nut Cornflakes.
Crunchy Nut Cornflakes, yeah.
That sounds fake.
Yeah. No, I verified it with my wife who lived in the UK for a few years, and it was a very popular breakfast cereal from the family that she was living with as well, actually. So
yeah, they briefly
it
had
looks
it over
really
here.
good.
When we moved here, I found it here. It was like in Walmart, and I was like, "Yes, they have Crunchy Nut Cornflakes." But then I don't know, you guys didn't eat enough of it, and they stopped it. So thanks.
What is so great about it? I mean, I don't mean this in a combative way at all. I'm just curious. I've never had it before. Like, can you describe the cereal?
Oh, and then meow.
Sound.
This is going to be very distracting.
Gabrielle G coming in.
Sounds like you're putting a cat into the cash register. Like that's the form of payment, Like one cat.
Stuffing it in there.
I made this sound. I listened to a lot of different cat noises, and most of them, like, they didn't sound nice. It was like, like it didn't sound like something you'd want to hear. But this one was kind of cute, and I combined it with a cash register sound. I mean, we can always change it.
When you said you made it, I thought that was you.
No. I made it as in like I just Googled and put things together based on what I found. But that was Gabrielle G coming in with the $10 pledge. Thank you so much. It's still going. I mean, I can't believe it. It's fantastic. We're still 106 minutes to go. Now we're down to the minute.
Is it?
So
Crunchy Nut Cornflakes. They are cornflakes, like normal just cornflakes, but then they're covered in like a honey stuff, so they're crunchy, like a caramelly honey stuff, I guess, but like light. And then it has little bits of peanuts kind of smashed up in there as well, so it's sort of like a I don't know, honey nutty.
How would you compare them to Okay, guys, this is great news. The cat sound happened again. Cliff C, $50 pledge. That's the cereal box with the keychain, sticker pack, and incredible if I can say so myself, commemorative coin that Cliff will
Thank
be
you.
taking home. Thank you so much. How would that cereal compare to Honey Bunches of Oats, for example? That's the first thing that comes to my mind in terms of like comparable cereal.
It's that sort of direction, but it's very crunchy. I don't know, and just with
Oh,
milk.
okay.
Oh, so good. I want some now.
Lord me Lord, thank you for your comment. Your congratulations to us. We're so excited and we're just so happy. It's so blown away by all the support that we've gotten from the fans. Yeah. Brian, what's your favorite kids? Do you have a favorite like breakfast cereal?
Yeah, I guess my favorite would probably be Crunch Berries. That's the one I get pretty often.
Crunch
But I like
Berries? Is
trying,
that like a
yeah,
Captain Crunch spinoff?
yeah, Captain Crunch Berries. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But I like trying all the different kinds of all the weird ones that came out. Like I just tried the Fruity Pebbles waffle cereal. It's like they're big waffle pieces
wow.
that taste like Fruity Pebbles. So I don't know.
Wait a
But,
minute, I've never heard of that. Oh,
yeah.
is that oh interesting. Okay, I'm looking at it right now. It's kind
Yeah,
of
there's
like honeycomb, right?
Yeah, like honeycomb and also like waffle crisp. Like that's a waffle cereal.
Yeah.
But yeah, I always go like because they always have them at the end of the aisle, like with these random new cereals they try out, and I like getting those.
Do you guys have the? Oh wait, that's Melissa. $10 pledge. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Do you guys have? Have you seen the like mini cereal? Like not mini box, but like it's regular cereal, but in mini size.
Yeah, that seems strange to me.
Have you tried it?
Like, 'cause no, they're just like they're like all like little balls, right? Like they look like little tiny like kicks, but it's like
Yeah,
the
it's
version
not
of the cereal is
those
actually.
different.
things, yeah.
Yeah,
It's not actually like mini. It's just tiny kicks. You're right. It's
yeah,
not really
yeah,
mini versions of the cereal. It's like a totally different. Like
yeah,
I got a mini Lucky Charms, and it's just tiny kicks, and it's not even
yeah.
like it's like corn. It's made of corn. It's not even like the same grain. It's like it's like a totally different thing. I was really kind of disappointed by that,
Yeah, I
personally.
assumed like it would be something that would just like get soggy even faster because they're all
Yeah,
small.
yeah. Alex S, $25 pledge. Thank you very much. That's the
Thank
Curious
you.
Cat tier, which is all the behind the scenes stuff that we're gonna put together.
There you
And
go. I drew a cat getting stuffed into a cash register.
Nice.
That's how we do
um,
it.
So they
do
did
you
in the medieval
think? All right,
days.
when I came up with that sound, at first I had the cat and the cash register happen at the same time, but they kind of like drowned each other out. So I moved the cat noise a little later.
Yeah, no, it works perfectly. It works.
Okay, all right,
Like,
sure. Okay.
it's like you're closing it and the cat's going in there.
Max West Comics says the only British cereal he knows is Weetabix. Do you like Weetabix?
I feel like I went through a Weetabix. I like the little ones. Weetabix is like a great big kind of chunk of just wheat.
Oh, yeah,
and then you kind of put it in. It's just like dried out wheat brick, and then you put it in
it's like
milk.
What's the version here? What's the thing that we have?
Like Wheaties or something, isn't it? Or no? What
just shredded wheat. It's just called because
is it
the
shredded wheat? Yeah.
frosted mini wheats are like the mini ones, but yeah, the shredded
Yeah, we have
wheat
like that
it's
big
like a
one.
brick. Yeah, you have to break it with like a hammer.
Sam Squid, $10 pledge. I'm trying not to say people's last names, but I mean Sam Squid. That sounds cool, so I had to say it. Thank you very much. Yeah. It is like the regular regular wheat, like not mini wheat. Yeah, it's like just like a giant mini wheat, with no frosting on it. And but Weetabix I like Weetabix. Actually, I really like Weetabix. It's like a sort of the size of a soap bar, but it's like compressed wheat flakes. Have you ever had it, Brian?
No, I have not.
It's pretty good. I mean, it gets like really soggy really fast, so you just have to be kind of like psychologically prepared for that. But as long as you're okay with that, I think it's good. Mouse of
I
Glen
had a
is
friend
wondering
that
if we have what?
I had a friend who actually liked soggy cereal. They would literally pour it and leave it
Ah,
sitting for a few minutes purposely, so they
Oh
could like
wow,
I don't know, slurp it with a straw or something. I don't know what they did.
ugh,
I didn't want to know anything
no.
about it.
Oh, no, no,
interesting.
no, no.
Jeremy the artist is saying that he's waited to watch Cheska draw for a long, long time.
Oh,
Hey,
pressure's
Jeremy.
on.
So here you go.
Yep, the tables have turned. Jeremy does a lot of live drawing, so
Oh, okay.
And Mouse of Glen is asking if we have tote bags like PBS or NPR give out during their pledge drives. We don't have tote bags, at least
yeah.
not this time.
I have them in my
But
shop, but not
it,
not for the Kickstarter.
it does kind of sound like we're doing a radio pledge drive to me. That was like my inspiration for doing these live streams, is thinking about like radio and the way they do their fund drives. And I don't know. It feels more real somehow to be like all here together, like talking about the project and like having pledges coming in. I don't know. It's cool. And
Yeah, it's fun.
the
I like it.
latest meow was Bunny, the Curious Cat $25 pledge. Thank you very much, Bunny.
Thank you.
Thank
Brian,
you.
you were saying?
I was saying
I
nothing.
thought you were,
I
but
don't know.
maybe not
No,
anymore.
Maybe the time has passed.
Vincent Birkin is wondering if we've heard of a show, if we've heard of Camp Laszlo.
Yeah, that's what I'm drawing right now.
Oh yeah, okay.
Quest
All right,
for,
yeah, cool.
the counselor.
I
Yeah,
never
unfortunately,
really.
I've never seen that one. Yeah, that was past my when I was watching stuff that was coming out. Like past.
Yeah, me too. I remember Rocco's Modern Life really well.
Yeah, that's
I
one
would.
of my favorites.
Yeah, me too. I would go over to my friend's house every Wednesday and watch it. Yeah, I didn't have cable TV, but so I would go over to my friends.
But I really like the art style. I like the style of the painted backgrounds and everything in the camp. Very cool.
Yeah.
Cool looking style.
Yeah, me too. I feel like Joe Murray, like the creator, has a very clear like methodology in terms of how he approaches making an animation, like an animated show, and like having a
Yeah.
unique look and a unique location and a unique kind of music, all these things sort of to make it sort of stand out and be unique in its own right.
Yeah.
Wow, we're at $142,000. That's amazing. I can't believe it. This is, I mean, I thought we were going to be kind of, coming up on the last stretch goal during this live stream. I did not anticipate that we would have already
I know.
gone through it. It's really,
went
Yeah,
so
it was
fast
like-
the past couple, like over the weekend, basically. The past couple
Yeah.
of days.
Yeah, it's really kicked up. It's been crazy.
we debated coming up with another last minute stretch goal. But it was so thrown together at the last second that it just was not going to end well, whatever
We were just going to lean into it, weren't we? We were going to draw
Yeah.
something or get one of the kids to draw the stretch goal picture and then come up with something like,
Yeah, I was
we eat a
thinking,
sandwich or Cheska. My only suggestion was Cheska takes a nap because that's all I could think.
I thought it would be funny if like it seemed so rushed that like the last one was just like so badly drawn, but then I realized that it's the kind of thing that I feel like is a lot funnier in your head. Like,
Yeah,
I feel like
yeah.
people would not really get it when they saw it. It would just be kind of weird.
Yeah, you guys get it. You live stream people. You're cool. You get it. But the rest of them, they
Yeah,
wouldn't get
exactly.
Is this what they're doing with their money? Taking naps?
I also thought it would be funny to like have the last stretch goal be a really small amount, but promise like a ridiculously outlandish thing that we would never be able to achieve. But that's also like
Yeah, that's
funny
how
in
you
my
ruin
head.
our
But
lives.
It's dangerous ground.
the latest kitten being placed into a cash register was Sean R. coming in with a $10 house cat pledge. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you.
No, none of our ideas were good. So we decided that we would just stop the stretch goals and just have a stream of being excited about how the campaign has gone.
Sure.
Lord, me Lord is wondering if any of us are into video games. You guys play video games?
I play a lot of video games.
What games
That's
do you
the
play?
end of that. I like a lot of like survival crafting games. I play on a PC. I play with my wife, and we play like 7 Days to Die and Conan. But I also like platformers. I've started playing a lot of Nintendo Switch games because my daughter just got into video games. So it's been fun playing like
Hi, I
maybe
just got my daughter a
Mario.
Nintendo Switch like a
Yeah, it's
month ago,
great.
and I've been downloading all the old
Yeah.
console games and playing.
That's a good milestone.
I know. We put her to sleep, and I just stay up all night playing old games. What about you, Cheska?
I mean, mainly just World of Warcraft is mainly where I go, but I don't know, it hasn't hooked me since Legion expansion. That one I was, created a bunch of alts, so I was just mad for it. But I've, me and my husband have been playing since vanilla, like when it first came out. But we kind of off and on, and I don't know. I'm sort of fallen. The new expansion just came out. It's right, but I don't know. It's funny because I'm kind of at a war with myself because I'm sort of like I don't want to get hooked on it again because then I don't want to do anything else. So it's quite good. So I'm kind of resisting the urge to kind of fall into it. But yeah, I'd kind of like to. I don't know. You got to get the balance right of playing and not, and kind of just
Yeah.
not so up for it. I'm looking forward to. I think the new Zelda game comes out tomorrow, the one with Zelda where she's got some magic wand or something. That comes out tomorrow, so I'm taking that
that's
as
the
a sign
subtitle.
to log off.
I looked up that game that you played that you talked about, Spore, how you made all those creatures of
Oh,
Spore, because I
yeah.
wasn't familiar with it. I looked up a gameplay video. That looked pretty cool.
That was so good. That was such a good game. It's still good. My kids play it, and it holds up. I think there's
Did you
another
guys
company doing like a new Spore or something. They're kind of doing a copy of it for modern audiences. I think it's on Steam. Comes up on my.
that's
It's not
cool.
out yet, but it's comes up on my feeds.
Nick July 4A is wondering if there's ever going to be a Litterbox video game in the
That'd be
future. I mean,
cool.
that would be cool.
That'd be
What
cool.
would a Litterbox video game be like? How would that work? I mean,
That would be cool if it was like those like Sega Genesis or Super Nintendo games where you have like a group of characters and they all have like different abilities. You know, like you control them all as one, but they switch. Like they did that with like Animaniacs. All three of them would walk together, and then if you needed to like move a box, you'd be
Oh
Wacko.
yeah, there was a
But
PlayStation game with
and
like
if you needed to like use a big
Vikings,
mallet
it was like that.
Wacko, yeah, the Vikings, yeah, they had that on Sega Genesis too, and
Okay,
that's been
yeah.
translated. But that'd be cool. They switch between them. They all have their own little abilities.
That'd be cool. I quite like it, like sort of Day of the Tentacle or something. Same kind of idea where you're switching between characters. That'd be point and click was my my jam. So I'd love that.
Yeah, I used to play those games too. Like, I don't remember what it was called. It was like, was he a real young kid? Like, it was like some. Oh,
hey,
another register cat.
Oh man, I wish we'd had this going from the very start of the campaign. That's Simply Nobody has pledged the $25 Curious Cat tier. Well, you are somebody now. You've pledged to the Litterbox Kickstarter pilot for us to make an animated comic.
Curious Cat about Simply Nobody.
Oh
yes.
Wow, nice. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
I can't think what to draw. All I want to draw is cats doing stuff and cats.
Nelson is wondering what our favorite genres of music are and who your favorite musical artists are. I'm kind of curious too. There's all this I've never talked to you guys about. I mean, anything really, other than just working on the pilot. And then we go on these streams and we talk.
Let's keep it that way.
Oh,
your favorite genres and musical artists?
I mean, most of my music now, just I don't really listen to new stuff. So any new stuff that comes
Yeah.
in is my husband listening to it and then saying, "Hey, you'd like this," and I'm like, "Oh, I do, Phil." So yeah, he's introduced me to like Ghost is my current sort of favorite. I've seen them like 3 times or something. I love Ghost. And then my playlist consists of Ghost, and then new stuff my husband showed me, and then stuff from when I was 16 that like isn't good, but like it reminds me
Yeah.
of being 16, like the Alanis Morissette album or something.
Jagged Little
And
Pill.
yeah,
That
yeah.
album rocks. That is
I
such
guess
a good album. Yeah,
I
I
guess
mean
I've just
it's
listened to it too many to like I've listened to it since I was 16, so that's a lot of listens. And then stuff from sort of 80, I don't know, just stuff that I remember that I like a good sing along, so anything like that.
Do you ever do karaoke?
I love
No,
karaoke.
no, I'm pretty. I think I did it once, and I got up there. What song was it? I got up there with a friend. We were like six. I can't remember if it was 16 or 18, but I got up there and I thought I knew the song, and I got up there and realized I didn't know the song. And that was very embarrassing, and I've never wanted to do it again.
That's funny. Yeah, I met my
What
wife
about
at a
you, Brian?
karaoke bar.
What are your musical tastes,
Oh,
Brian?
well, I like a wide variety of things. Probably my favorite band is a band called Teenage Fan Club. They're from Glasgow, but they're
I know
like
the
a kind
name.
of yeah, like an indie kind of like a 60s pop kind of stuff.
Hey.
But yeah, definitely like everything from when I was, in high school, like, Blink 182 and the Strokes and all that
Yeah.
stuff. Like that's like uh my favorite bands. But yeah, mostly a lot of 60s stuff. I don't really know what recent stuff. Maybe like what's that band called? Electric Youth. They had a cool couple albums, and Always. That's a cool band. That's a recent one. But yeah, and shoegaze stuff, and I like Dinosaur Jr. and
Oh yeah.
yeah. I have a pretty wide variety of things. It's hard to think of some specific ones.
Yeah, I know. It's hard when you put on the spot.
It is.
No, I
Now
want to.
Roy
I
now
want to
Roy
go
is
see
saying
Ramstein's on my list of things to go and see, so that 'cause they look like they put on a good show. I've told the kids if they come into town, we're going. We took the oldest to see Ghost. That was his first concert, but the youngest hasn't been yet.
Cool.
Nice.
What about you,
What about
Ross?
you, Ross?
On the spot.
I don't know. I listen to a lot of different stuff. Um do are you guys familiar with Eurovision?
Yeah.
You must know Eurovision, Jessica, because you're British. Brian, have you ever heard of Eurovision?
No, I have not. No.
It's like American Idol, like American Song Contest, but it's all the
The European
European
War.
countries. They all
Okay.
send a performer, and it takes place in like whoever won the previous year. They host it in a city in their country, and it's just like so funny. It's like pop music, but
Yeah.
like very kitschy, and everyone really leans into it. And
Yeah.
we watch it every year, and like I end up listening to a lot of Eurovision songs actually, like throughout the year and actually the next year I think it's gonna be held in Switzerland, near to where my wife's family is from in France, so we might actually try to go, which would be
Oh,
really
neat.
fun. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I don't know, and a lot of like old music. I don't know, everything. I like karaoke too, though. We got a karaoke
Yeah.
machine actually like a year ago, and it's really fun, like having one in your house and just inviting your friends over.
Mhm.
Has been a really fun kind of like winter pastime for
Yeah, that sounds
us.
fun. I love karaoke.
You guys have Vincent Birkin is asking if we have a favorite old timey show. One of his favorite is the Andy Griffith Show. Do you guys have
Oh yeah,
favorite
I
old
like that
old
show.
timey shows?
Yeah, I like all those were all like on TV during the day, you know, when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Like we didn't have cable. So yeah, Andy Griffith Show. I like Little House on the Prairie, you know. Um see what I couldn't watch Leave It to Beaver.
I love Lucy. That's
I
probably my
love Lucy,
favorite.
yeah. I tried watching Leave It to Beaver the other day because I just discovered an app. I think it's called Tubi or no Freevee. Freevee. It's kind of like free cable almost. Like they have a bunch of channels. Yeah, I think it's through Amazon. I think. But anyways, I tried watching Leave It to Beaver. I had never seen it before, and that was awful. I couldn't get over like the stilted way they were talking. It was like the worst kind of old show. I didn't enjoy it at all. But I like a lot of old shows, but that just like wasn't clicking for whatever reason.
I've never really watched Leave It to Beaver. I think I saw a
Yeah.
piece of one episode, but I haven't watched much.
I don't know if
About
I
you,
liked
Jessica?
old timey shows.
No.
Yeah.
I generally didn't like anything unless there was a talking animal in it. I couldn't abide anything that had people in. I don't know. I think I don't know what it like, or a monster. If it was a talking animal or a monster, then I was in. But yeah, and most of the old ones were just sort of people. So I was like, no, I'm not into that.
Samuel Shapiro's asking if HB, I'm assuming that's Hanna-Barbera, was an influence for the show. The Litterbox show pilot, I guess is probably what he's asking.
I'd say maybe with like the background stylings, I could see us leaning in that direction. But as for like animation style, I wouldn't say we're not going to be as like limited or kind of like flatly stylized. I don't think it's going to go that far in that direction. I wouldn't imagine.
Colin Warmbraun is wondering if the Kickstarter is going to reach 3 times its goal by the time it ends. I don't know about that.
Well,
That's
that would
3
be amazing,
times.
That's quite
3
the ask.
times. Yeah, it's at what? I think it says in the dashboard 236% funded. So 3 times would be pretty high, but 236% is pretty darn good. And Valroy is saying that he's so happy to have made it to at least one live stream. And we haven't really talked about this, but I imagine that we will do more of these down the road. We don't have like an exact schedule, but I think it's something, I'd love to be able to do more of these, kind of to talk
fun.
to the fans and update people on kind of progress.
Yeah, definitely.
Of the pilot, and the meowing cash register has gone off again, with Dan H pledging $5 for the kitten tier and Jared R $10 house cat tier. In fact, I think I beat the meow. I think I refreshed my page and was able to announce the pledge before the meow went through. Thank you very much.
Should we do a new drawing board? I feel like we're.
Oh yeah, sure. Let's get another drawing board on there so we can keep going.
I just cracked open a Samuel Adams Jacko pumpkin ale. They come in this variety box. It literally tastes like a pumpkin pie in a liquid. I don't know how I feel about it.
Well,
I like trying like the random like variety packs of beer flavors too. That one's not a winner so far.
We've been doing that with the Oreo Coke crossover.
Oh, I don't want to try those.
So my kids love the Coke that tastes like Oreo, or no, the older one did.
Oh, I
Younger
haven't
one
seen
did.
that.
Yeah, so there's Coke that tastes like Oreo, and then there's Oreos that taste like Coke. And we all tried the Oreos that taste like Coke, and everyone hated them except me, who loved them. They were amazing. But I don't normally like Oreos, so I think that like it didn't taste like I don't normally like the biscuit, but they were great. They have like sort of popping candy in them, and they have a sort of like gummy cola bottle aftertaste.
Nice.
So it's like,
Interesting.
these are great.
Okay, I saw this, what you're talking about at the grocery store, but didn't even like really fully click in my head when I was like walking past. I like that they did, Coke tastes like Oreo and Oreo tastes like that's kind of funny to me. That's smart.
I did find that the last time I had Oreos, like I feel like they put way less cream in it now. Like I feel like you have to get the double Oreos to get a regular Oreo. It seems like because I got the regular Oreo, I was like, holy crap, this just tastes like the cookie. Like there's no cream in here.
Cookies the worst bit. I don't abide the cookie.
Yeah, it is.
Unless they're Coke Oreos, and then they're good.
Paulo Hernandez is wondering if the Litterbox family is going to sound British in the pilot.
Certainly not Joel, Vincent, and Cooper, but the jury is out on Fran. We're thinking about it.
That's right. And that was Aaron pledging the $50 Chunky Cat tier. That's our mini cereal box with the sticker pack coin and double-sided keychain. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Yeah, that coin is amazing. I had someone, I got annoyed last night. Someone posted on one of my Instagrams like, you're charging $50 for stickers in a box. And I was like, you get the coin and the stickers and the keychain and the box and all the other stuff. And
you get an animated pilot.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the idea.
That's the whole tricky thing with crowdfunding, like a film, an intangible thing like a film or an animated pilot, where we need the money to make the thing, but you can't actually hold it. You watch it, so yeah, it's funny. Peony Cream's wondering if we're hiring artistic talent yet. Not yet. We're still. I mean, when the project closes, we're gonna finalize the script, and then we're going to finalize the casting, and then storyboard recording. Like there's going to be a period of time before we're hiring any animators, but anyone that's interested in sending their work is welcome to send it to contact@litterbox.tv. In fact, I think Peony Cream, you've already sent us your samples, so we'll look at everything down the road and reach out to anyone that feel like there's a good fit there. So yeah, we definitely will be hiring plenty of artists to work on this. Yeah. William Charles is wondering how many episodes there'll be of Litterbox. Well, one for starters, and then hopefully more after that.
Bland.
And Nelson is wondering if we've heard of the Talking Tom franchise. You guys familiar with Talking Tom?
I feel like my kids have wandered into that before. I feel we got an app, and it got a bit weird. Does it get a bit weird? I can't remember.
It started out as an app. I think it was a Chinese app where you could have it was like a cat that would you'd type something and it would say it, right?
Right.
And then it became a show. I think.
I seem to remember being like, this is fine, this is a kid's thing, and then getting to some point where it's like, is this a kid's thing? I don't know. You kind of go down to some weird rabbit holes with the YouTube kids.
I've heard of it, but there's a lot of strange. The kids section on YouTube gets very odd. Yeah. You guys remember the Spider-Man and Elsa stuff?
Oh yeah.
It was so weird.
Bizarre. Yeah.
It's funny, what little kids are really attracted to and really interested in, when you remove all, barriers of, taste and standards, and just have people creating something that an algorithm is, measuring based on how long they watch for. It's there's unboxing. It never would occur to me that unboxing would be a thing that kids would like. But in hindsight, it actually makes a lot of sense in a way.
I don't understand how they can get so excited.
Floods you with that what I guess endorphins or something, where it feels like the feeling you would get if you were opening up,
totally
feeling off opening up a clamshell of a Ninja Turtles toy, open.
DC coming in with a $25 Curious Cat pledge. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I used to have these dreams as a kid where I I would wake up, but this was my dream. I wasn't actually waking up. I'd wake up and I'd look at the foot of my bed, and I would have like all these new toys, and I would start like looking at them and like opening them and stuff. So I totally get that. Number 1507 is wondering if to pay for a super chat in order to request a drawing. No, you can just type in your request and we'll see it and then start drawing it if we have time. So just go for it.
I'm drawing a request from my youngest earlier. I was in the car and I was like, hey, I'm going to try this drawing board thing later. If you give me some weird stuff to draw, that would be great. And he requested a mountain with some eyes and a butt, I think. I gotta put a butt on it.
There was a cartoon with like a talking like nacho chip at some point. I feel like it looked kind of like that.
That sounds strangely familiar, huh?
Yeah, I can't remember what it was. Talking nacho chip cartoon. I don't. If it pops up right away, 2 chips. I think that was it. It was like a viral video called 2 chips. I think that maybe is what I was thinking of. Yeah.
Unfortunately,
Anyway,
I only got the one drawing request from him because then he just started asking for penises, and I was like, "Dude, I can't draw loads of penises." He's found out that saying penis like makes us laugh, and it's like, "Dude, stop it!" Break you.
Yeah, no, we don't have any trolls in the chat, but you have your own personal one.
Yeah, you gotta chill at home.
Nick July said, we're clarifying that Talking Tom would repeat what you said, but at a higher pitch.
Oh, okay.
I bought this toy for my daughter that it's like a soft toy, like a llama or like an alpaca, I think, and you turn it on and it would record what you're saying, and then it would say it back at a higher pitch, and it would kind of bounce up and down while it was saying it. It was really the craziest toy. It was really like unnerving, and then you start laughing, and it would start repeating your laugh. It was really weird.
We got one of those.
Yeah, I remember how that for like the Talk Boy as a kid, but I don't remember if it sped up your voice. I remember it slowed it down, like in the movie, Home Alone.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You're talking about that like
Talk Boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had, I think there was like one of those, it was like in one of the Halloween stores, I can't remember where, but they had a ghost that did that. You press the button, it recorded, and then it would kind of come out weird. And so my youngest, who's crazy about Halloween and ghosts, we had to go get one for him, but then the oldest wanted one as well. So we had 2 of these bloody things, and they would just set them up like recording each other, and they would just get madder.
Willow, you pledging the $50 Chunky Cat tier. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
That was the latest meow that you all heard. Vincent Birkin is wondering if the Litterbox series takes place in the US or the UK.
I've always assumed US. I mean, I always assumed they were all American, but now there's this new maybe Fran isn't situation, but they're probably still in the US, I'd say. It's just, I live here now, so, you got to write what you know and everything. It's a little bit more universal, like US stuff.
Makes sense. Lego 2390 is wondering if we hope to be reviewed by Saberspark or not.
He did mention us the other day, which is pretty awesome.
He did, yes. He watched the Kickstarter video.
Yeah, I was so embarrassed. I was just blabbering away on his stream, and I was like, "Oh God, stop it! Stop playing me!"
Oh no, you sounded great. Yeah. So, but of course, we hope for him to review the pilot. But I was super happy for him to watch the Kickstarter video.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, I'm fine with anybody watching it and reviewing it. I mean, their prerogative to do what they do with their videos. So,
Paulo Hernandez is wondering if we're going to see Litterbox toys like action figures.
Oh, that'd be rad.
That'd be cool.
I mean, I'm up for anything. I love it all. Let's do it.
Really
yeah,
cool.
I love all the little. When my daughter was into Bluey, those little Bluey toys are really cool.
Yeah, those are nice. Those ones.
Yeah, I second that. That would be super cool.
Make it happen, Ross. Ross is the person who makes these things happen. He's the one that made all the rewards happen, so he's got it. It's fine.
We'll make that happen. Well, oh, whoa, hey, what's that cash register kitty saying this time? They're telling us that it's Talconic pledging for a $50 Chunky Cat tier. That's the mini cereal box, commemorative coin, sticker pack, and double-sided keychain. And I'm really excited about the box itself. Brien went all out with the design of the box, and every millimeter of the box is really cool and unique.
It's so
Yeah, that
good.
was
I
really
got to,
fun.
yeah, I got to show my friends all the. I had some friends over the other night and got to show them all the prototypes, and they were all very excited about it. They loved all your box designs, Brian.
Oh, nice, cool. Yeah, it'd be great to see that in person. But yeah, that was really fun. Trying to come up with fun ideas for each character. I wanted to make sure they were all shown on the box.
I hope someday we can make real edible cereal too. That'd be awesome.
So cool.
That briefly crossed my mind, but like internationally shipping like a custom cereal, like it just raised a lot of potential red tape in my mind. I'm like, I don't think this is possible.
I bet there's like
someday.
Is there like a company that'll just like make you like generic cereal? Because I figured you have to go through like there's food and safety rules and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But, like, I wonder if there's like a how you can make T-shirts and stuff out of
Let's see. How can I manufacture my? Yeah. No, that's what I'm wondering. I mean, I don't know. It might be harder than you think. I don't know. I typed it in and then like browser windows completely crashed. Actually. I clicked on a Quora link. That was my mistake. Do you guys ever go on Quora anymore? I feel like it's gone so downhill.
I don't know what that is.
I think I do when I'm like
is?
desperate, and then it normally like it gives you one answer, and then it like asks a completely different question. I'm like, what? No, answer my question. I don't want to know another thing about this thing.
It's just like a website where like people would answer your questions. And I used to go on it all the time, but now it just got really. Well, a lot of it is like AI responses. You click Quora, and then it'll give a reply, and then it'll say like this reply is generated from AI or whatever. I was like, oh well, that's not even like a top reply. And then it has a lot of like really like clickbaity stuff now too, because I had the app installed at one point. So I'll X out my question, and then it'll pop up with some like horrific like image and some weird question, and I like don't want to see it at all. So yeah, I don't know. Anyway.
Yeah. I hate when I type in like a specific like search in Google, and it'll give me all these responses with like all of the descriptive words X'd out. Like, did you want these results that have nothing to do with what you asked? Like, no, I want those words.
That meow was Perdance. Oh, a cat pun in their Kickstarter name. They should get some kind of discount for that. $10 house cat tier. Thank you very much. Well, why don't we switch over and talk about the art contest entries? I don't want to put it off for too long, because I don't want to get to the end of our campaign and then we haven't done it, and we're trying to squeeze it in before the campaign finishes. So basically, as many of you probably know already, Cheska's been running an art contest on her social media with some of our Kickstarter rewards as the prizes. The contest was started a couple of weeks ago, and contestants were prompted to draw the Litterbox family into their favorite movie, TV show, or game, basically in the spirit of Litterbox Comics being adapted into animation. We received over 150 entries. I think like around 90 of them we received like yesterday, like last minute. I mean, I guess people artists like to have a deadline. And Jessica, now you announced the winners early this afternoon on your social media, and we thought we would just go through them again here. We've got a slideshow going right now of some of the various entries that we received.
Is that when Don't Starve that was just playing? Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, that was cool.
I hadn't heard of that before. I went and looked
really?
it up, and I was like, "Oh wow, they really nailed the art style." So
Yeah.
How was it picking? So let's talk about picking the winners here. How was it, Jessica? Was it difficult for you to go through these and make your, start making some decisions?
it's so difficult. There's always so many good ones, and there's different types of good as well. There's ones that are just like very clever, but they're sort of simpler, and there's ones that are just very detailed. And you're like, how do I pick between the simpler one that's very clever and this one that's obviously taken hours? It's like, oh, so yeah, it's always really hard.
Yeah, fortunately, you had Brian and I to bounce your ideas off of and help you.
Yes,
Help you with
that
the
was great,
decision making.
and you made me a spreadsheet. Oh the glorious spreadsheet. Normally, I just have to go through the hashtag, and it's just chaotic, and I'm always worried I'm missing people, but they were just all there on the spreadsheet, and yeah, that was so much
You
better.
get to a point where you just pick whichever one you saw next. And that latest meowing was Phil H for the $10 house cat tier. Thank you very much, Phil.
Thank you.
So
that was good. I liked how they did studies of all the sort of Simpsons style cats to come up with the right look.
Totally.
Yeah,
there were so many. I mean, I was amazed by how many we got and how much effort everyone put into all these. They were really cool.
My kids like this one, the Centaur World one. They're big in Centaur World.
We actually ended up and Raven here on the chat is the one that drew the My Neighbor the Yamadas one.
Oh, cool. Yeah, that was lovely.
That's awesome. Yeah. That's awesome.
I hadn't seen that either. I went and looked that up, and I was like, oh my god, they got it perfect.
Oh, I love My Neighbor the Yamadas. I love that.
Yeah.
They did an addition after closing of adding a creeper toy being lobbed at him as well. That was great.
And we ended up picking 2 third place winners because it was so hard to decide.
They were both great, so different kinds of great.
Yeah. The first one was Black Geeky Girl on Twitter doing a 1960s style Hanna-Barbera mashup. That one was really cool.
Yeah, I like that one. That was really great.
Yeah, I think Brian, you particularly really liked that one.
Yeah.
And
wait.
No.
That one.
There it is. That's the one.
Oh, it looks like such a nightmare trying to manage stream stuff. It's weird being able to see under the hood. Yeah, it's so good, that one. Just they stylized it so well. Yeah, indeed.
Let's see. My page is refreshing faster than last time I was trying to do this. Jimmy L, $10 house cat pledge. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And then we had our third place winner, who was JaviScripter on Twitter, doing an entire video of Pokemon Mystery Dungeon sequence. This, I mean, and I don't know if you can hear it now, but there's music also. There it is. Yeah. I mean, he went all out. So that's awesome.
Love it.
And so both of those entries are receiving the cereal box, basically the Chonky Cat cereal box with the coin, the sticker pack, and the keychain. And then for second place, we decided on Jackass Jax on Twitter for his Aristocats mashup. I thought that was super cool.
Yeah,
Love
I
how
always
the.
love the. Go ahead,
Oh,
sir.
sorry,
Go
you
ahead.
go.
I'm guessing you're the same thing. The distressed like image
Yeah.
corners of the box and everything. Yeah, that's always a nice touch.
I want to
Yeah.
print it out and like put it on a. I wonder if I have a
Yeah.
VHS box somewhere. That'd be cool. It looks so
Yeah.
perfect. It just looks. It looks like you just go and get it from Blockbusters or something.
Yeah, that's really cool. And for second place, Jax is going home with the collectible toy, the designer toy of the Litterbox family, as well as the cereal box. And that was the sound of Matthew L. pledging $25 for the Curious Cat tier. Thank you,
Thanks.
Matthew.
Nice.
And then first place went to So Very Unofficial on Facebook for their Dragon Ball Z mashup. And here it is. Cheska, you like this one right off the bat.
Yeah, as soon as
Feel
it came
like
up
you
on my
knew.
feed,
Yeah.
yeah, it's like this one is gonna be hard to beat because it's just got everything. It's like perfect style. Like they've got the kind of like effect of the TV. I don't know if we got it on that one, but they did a version with the effect of the TV, and just all the characters are perfect. I was already laughing at the fart cloud Nimbus, and then like I saw the Bally on the logo for replacing the Dragon Balls, and I was just like, oh my god, this is brilliant.
Yeah.
The kids weren't too keen. They were like, why are we poking a poo?
Yeah, so cool. And first place is the gold collectible toy, as well as the custom portrait in Litterbox style by Cheska. And they will be receiving a cereal box as well.
Yeah.
Great stuff. Thank you so much. And yeah, I was just so excited to look at so many different entries, and I don't know, I'm yeah, it's so cool.
Yeah, it was great to see all that the creativity and the different like scenarios and what people.
Yeah, and I think we could do more sort of contests like this in the future. Maybe a part of the Discord server too. We could do something like that. I know I've seen a lot of servers that'll do like Halloween contests or like that sort of stuff. But anyway, something we can figure out. It'd be fun to do. And Jessica, you won't need to go individually one by one and put a message on every single person's post.
They took the time. Oh my god, it took so long. It was more than previous contests, and then I hadn't factored in having to go, and if I didn't know the reference, going like looking it up, and then I'd go down this rabbit hole of like, oh, it's this game. It took like all of yesterday, and then I think then trying to get all the tagging right, because you want to make sure you tag the right person, it gets back to them, and they get the eyeballs they deserve, and it was a lot.
Yeah,
but worth it. I love it.
Yeah, and the latest two meows that we heard were Connie L pledging for the $50 Chunky Cat cereal box, and Way S for the $25 Curious Cat digital rewards.
Lovely,
thank you very much.
Thank you.
And so there you have it. That's the art contest. And we're down to 1 hour of the campaign. So this is the final hour, you guys. This is it.
Pouring another drink.
I mean, yeah, I can't believe it's down to the last hour of the campaign, and it's the end and also the beginning.
The beginning, yeah.
Cheers to that.
Cheers to that.
But yeah, having the amount past our our initial goal is going to be so helpful. Just alleviating some of the headaches, because even though money can't buy everything, but it's definitely better to be able to have the funds to let artists spend more time, because
Oh yeah.
trying to rush things and having a tight budget, while it's doable, but it's definitely, if as long as we're watching what we're spending and everything, it'll just be so much easier.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. And also because we've never done, this is the first episode of the series, so we'll be learning a lot of things along the way.
Yeah.
We deliberately didn't want to make stretch goals to make more episodes for the first project, because we really want to do one and make sure it's perfect, and then we can do more in the future. We didn't want to end up accidentally biting off more than we could chew, and suddenly we're doing 10 episodes and we can't figure it all out. So yeah, it's going to be a learning process, but I'm also really glad to have a buffer in the budget so that we're not going to be having to pinch our pennies.
Yeah, but luckily Ross and I have a lot of experience with creating animations for YouTube and putting together works with several artists, on a production line. So the money's going to good use.
Yes, definitely. Isaiah the Alchemist is wondering when we get to hear the theme song.
I don't know.
Nice.
When does that come
into
the
tease later? I think.
Yeah, I think we should release the themes. We should release it. Make it obviously, and release it at some point, like before or around. Like we'll do like a trailer before the pilot comes out. We'll do a trailer, and then I think maybe we could also do release the theme song. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
Or we could release it after. I'm not sure. So, but we'll probably release it with with visuals, I would think, rather than just on its own for the first time. What are your guys' favorite? Do you guys have favorite theme songs? Favorite TV or animation theme songs?
Mine's the first Rocco Modern Life. I love that one with the didgeridoos in the beginning, and it's just such a great theme song. I don't really care for the B-52s. The next one, they did it the second or third season, I think, where they changed it. I didn't know.
I don't know the original one. I feel like I only know the B-52s one.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah. The first one's so great. It's very similar. It basically feels like the B-52s kind of singing in a making fun of the first one in a way, because they're it sounds like they're purposely singing in a stilted way. I don't know. It's hard to explain, but if you listen to both of them side by side,
Francesca.
I think of the door. I'm shut in this room to try and keep the pets out, and the door randomly. I think the dog pushed the door open, and now a cat's in here as well. So, maybe chaos coming. But theme songs. I mean, the one that springs to mind is the Dragon Ball Z theme song. Where it's Dragon Ball Z. I remember we used to turn that one up real loud. Me and my husband. Yeah. Ones that would be useful for Litterbox? Not so much. Oh, husband has come to extract the pets. Thank you.
This Scooby-Doo theme song gets stuck in my head a lot. I feel like it always pops into my head at the most inconvenient times. That meow was Joey P pledging for the 150 cool cat tier. That's the coup de grace $150 cool cat designer toy, which is really that was kind of the centerpiece of the campaign from the rewards perspective. So we're really excited about that.
Yeah,
thank you so much.
Great.
Thank you. Yeah, I love that thing.
Yeah, and the meow before that was Mason R pledging for the $5 kitten tier. Thank you very much.
Thank
you. Yeah, thank you.
So what about what my favorite?
But you said Scooby-Doo.
Scooby-Doo is not really my favorite. That's the first one that comes to mind. But I don't know if I really like that theme song. Did you guys ever see The original Johnny Quest.
Yeah, I remember
Mm.
it, but I don't remember.
It was like
what
a
genre it was.
boys' adventure cartoon from the 60s.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't really have a
Yeah.
theme, so like there's no lyrics, but the music was so the intro music is so good. I love that music. I guess you could call it a theme song, but it didn't have lyrics.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's super cool. Um, Mike Chicago's wondering if there's going to be a post-credit scene. He says he's loved to see the pilot and wondering if there's going to be a post-credit scene. And now, because we hit our final stretch goal, there will be animated bloopers. We're going to put them in the in the credits like a Pixar movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's talking about like a Marvel movie scene though. You know, where you
Mm.
Oh, like
tease the
after
next
the credits
thing.
is going to
Yeah,
be a
yeah,
little
you know,
thing.
like the
Yeah.
quick thing that dun dun, like, oh my god, that's so and so. They're gonna do a thing later in the next one.
I don't know. We that's undecided.
You
That's
can't set me up like
undecided.
that because if you give me
Yeah.
that kind of power, I'll just do something like I did on April Fools and just do something completely crazy.
The latest meow was Chase and Dino $5 kitten tier pledges. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And Damon Stratz is wondering if we have ideas for voice actors. We have ideas for most of the actors. Bran is really the tricky one that we haven't nailed down the casting for yet, but we're working on it. I'm actually collecting some more auditions now to send over to you soon, Cheska. But that's one of the
Nice.
top priorities after the campaign closes, is figuring out who's going to play Fran, because she's just so critical to the whole thing. Z Mises is wondering who your favorite Gorillaz member. Do you guys have favorite Gorillaz members?
No,
Mm.
I don't really know them. I mean,
Yeah,
I know
I
a few
am
songs.
sorry to say also I don't. Yeah.
I like the
they're,
art
they're, the
style, but
videos are really cool. I really like
yeah.
the style of animation they do. But I don't know the music or the individual members, unfortunately.
Do you guys watch Venture Bros? Somebody's
Yeah,
let's
I
see,
remember that.
Bro. That's
Yeah.
that's basically that's like based on sort of spoof of Johnny Quest,
Yeah,
essentially.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, I watched
yeah.
we used to watch it. I haven't watched the new stuff. I do want to catch up with that. It's very good.
Yeah, I really liked Venture Bros as well. I feel like it got, at least for me personally, it got a little complicated at a certain point. Like the plot got really like there's just so much going on. Like after a couple seasons in, there's a point where David Bowie got involved, and it was like there's so
remember
much.
that.
I was having a hard time keeping up with everything. There it is again, guys. That's that would be Bub. Bub's going for the cool cat. $150 designer toy. We won't let you down, Bub. This is going to be the coolest toy that you've ever owned.
Yeah.
We're really excited about it. We put a lot of effort into coming up with the design, getting the 3D design done by Dennis, and he knocked it out of the park.
Yeah.
And now getting it made into an actual thing. I had never. I mean, I had never done anything like this before. I'd never like done any 3D. Everything I've done has been in 2D. And just making a toy, obviously you have to do a 3D model, and that was like total uncharted territory for me. Just doing that, we really learned a lot.
Yeah,
and
it was really fun.
it was really fun.
It's difficult to like translate characters that like you want to make them look good from any angle, but you know when there's kind of like more stylized, you want to retain the classic look of them as well. So it's a really difficult challenge, but Dennis did a great job in coming up with the best of both worlds, basically.
Yeah, it's funny because you realize with like a 2D drawing that you're really only needing to portray the character from one single angle, but like in a 3D turnaround, like you have to look at it from every angle and make sure, like, does this still look like the character from all these sides? That was surprisingly tricky. Megas88 is putting forth either Sabrina Carpenter or Katie Crown for the role of Fran. Are you all familiar with them?
No.
Me neither. I'll have to look them up later.
We'll look them up. I did see someone mention the Futurama intro song, and that one's really great too.
Oh, that is great, yeah.
Yeah. Shade Black Insane is wondering what your favorite Legend of Zelda game is. I think we got asked this question before. I believe, Cheska, you said that this Super Nintendo one was your favorite.
Oh yeah, Link to the Past. That's peak Zelda.
Yeah. I like Ocarina of Time.
Can't be dealing with all Brian's craziness.
Well, hey, my favorite is Ocarina of Time. I remember playing that. I borrowed my cousin's 64 and played that at my grandma's cottage.
That always helps. I just didn't like it when it went 3D.
Yeah, I got really into that game, but it was like I got too into it. I remember it was one of the first games that I got too into, and I felt like weird about
which one?
About how into the game I Arena of Time, because it was like you could, it was the open world thing where you could like go anywhere, and there was like so much that you could do. Favorite Kirby game.
I remember my grandma was like, "I'm sick of seeing this game."
It was a really like consuming game. I mean, it's really impressive. I remember like when it came out, it was like mind blowing.
My favorite Kirby game is the one that I played when I was a kid, which was the Kirby's Dream Land on the Game Boy. I played that all the time.
I never played any Kirby games as a kid. I don't know how I missed them. I would have thought I would have liked them, but somehow, I don't know if maybe they didn't come to England so much. I don't know. I don't know why I didn't pick them up. But my youngest is very much into the Kirby games, so I've been enjoying them, watching him, eat cars and things that they do these days.
Yeah,
things the kids get up to.
Yeah, that's the one we're doing right now. My daughter's playing the Kirby. I don't remember what it's called, but
Lost World. Is it Lost World?
Yes, that one. Yeah, that one was really fun. Yeah,
The Forgotten Land.
That one.
Oh yeah, that might be
Forgotten Land. Yes,
that makes more sense.
I'll have to. I'm gonna. Yeah. All right. I'm writing this down. I don't know the new ones. I just remember the old ones.
Good one for kids is the Yoshi's Crafted World. That was a really good one because there's like a kid mode where they can just set it so that how Yoshi kind of flies around, but you can just have it so you hammer the button and he just keeps flying, and it just makes it like really easy for them because they can just make the jumps and just be like fly, 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 fly. Oh, I did it!
Yeah,
we did that with Mario Wonder.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't play that one, but on Mario, the last 3D one, what was it called? The one with the hat.
The Odyssey.
Crap, Odyssey. Yes, yeah, that one has like a kid mode, so that and when you fall off of into a hole, you don't just die. You get brought back up in a bubble, and you just lose part of your health. So it's like that was like super helpful for her because I tried to get her playing the original 2D ones because I still have a Super Nintendo, but she was not having it. Like I don't understand why you fall down a hole and you have to start over again. Like,
Yeah, the Mario Wonder, we got a lot of mileage out of that because it was like, and then like my daughter would play Yoshi and she would not, you're invincible basically, and then she would be like mad at me for like die, like she was the one that was really good at the game. I'm like, you're just like playing a character that can't get hurt. That's what's going on here. That meow was Jorge pledging $25 Curious Cat tier. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Wonder's been a mixed bag for us because the kids tried playing it together, and that can get quite tense. Kind of getting very angry at each other when one's running off. You're running away! You leave me behind! Come help me!
I know, yeah. I tried playing one of the Mario, the Wii ones that were on the Switch. I don't remember which one it's called, but I would try playing with her, with my daughter, and she would just watch me, and she would just stand there. I'm like, you gotta come with me, come on. Like she would just see me moving around and like not want to really play. So yeah, the 2-player thing at the same time wasn't working.
That's funny. How old is your daughter, Brian?
She just turned 5. She probably
Okay, I'm just curious. Mine just turned 7.
yeah.
And that was the sound of Cody G pledging $50 for the Chunky Cat tier. Thank you very much. This thing just keeps going. I can't believe it. This is really phenomenal. Let's see, we're 2,319 backers. That's crazy. I mean, we were just at I feel like we were just at 2,000. Yesterday we were at 2,000 backers. Like, wow, we made it 2,000. It's unbelievable. I'm so excited for all these people to be on board for this wild ride. Z Mice is wondering if we know.
No, go ahead.
Brew Stew. You guys know Brew Stew, the YouTube channel?
No.
Like sort of a story time channel. It's pretty funny. And Mr. 2007 wondering favorite Bluey episode. Brian, I think you mentioned your favorite Bluey episode was the 80s one.
Yeah, the 80s one. I like that.
I still haven't watched that.
Yeah.
Every time
enough.
You've watched enough.
I haven't watched enough to get
you haven't watched enough.
Yeah, no, I haven't
we've watched
seen
them all over and over, and then they kind of like haven't watched Bluey in quite a while now. That phase passed, I guess.
What's your least favorite Bluey episode? Mr. 2007 also is wondering.
Least favorite, huh? I didn't. The newer ones didn't seem like they were as of the same quality. It felt a little. I know they had stopped production for a little while because they were worried about the quality dipping. Even the newer ones, they didn't hit the same way. So
interesting. What about the
they've done a lot of
special
episodes?
Didn't they do a long one about them like moving or something?
Yeah, that was one I didn't like. I know a lot of people like that one. I didn't like that one at all, really.
How come?
Because it was too fantasy based of just like they were all gonna move, and then just that dad decided, no, we're not moving, and I'm gonna take up the sign, and this emotional moment, even though that's not that it has to be representative of real life, but that's kind of how it works. If you gotta move, you gotta move. We can't have it just seemed too movie perfect when Bluey wasn't really like that before necessarily as much. I don't know. Yeah,
it's not what it's about, is it? It's not the charm of it.
Yeah.
Meow. Drew B and Richie G both coming in for $50 Chunky Cat tiers. Those cereal boxes are flying off the shelf.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Now I wish we did have cereal in them.
What'd you say?
Said now I wish we did have cereal in them.
Yeah, maybe someday. You guys see the Snoop Dogg cereal?
No.
Snoop Dogg did a cereal. I'm pretty sure.
A little blunts in it or something?
Yeah, Snoop's Hoops.
Little blunts.
Snoop's Hoops, of course.
No. It was Snoop's Hoops, and I think they were mad because they feel like it was not being put on shelves as much as it should, or something like that. I can't remember the specifics. Snoop Dogg, Master P, allege Walmart and Post Foods hid Snoop's Hoops. So I don't know the full story there, but there was some drama with Snoop's Hoops.
What do you expect? Like,
Coco No, $25 Curious Cat tier. Thank you very much. Mike Croddick says that they normally try to be the very last backer, but this time they don't want to risk it.
Oh, thanks.
Thank you very much.
That sounds stressful.
Yeah. I mean, I can feel how that would be because it was kind of similar in reverse, figuring out the stretch goals and like how much to put, like what the amount should be, and like when to like it was really hard to forecast how the project was going to go. And so yeah, I mean, it all worked out in the end.
Back at the last minute must be like trying to sort of ninja. I remember having to ninja like eBay stuff like back in the 2000s, and I don't think you used to be able to. Now you can sort of set up bids, can't you, or like your maximum bid, but back in the day you just had to like be there. So I'd be up at like 3 a.m, like snipe this thing. I think it was like a lot of like Digimon toys or something. It's like, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get the Digimon toys.
I remember those days. Unnamed pledging $50 for the Chunky Cat tier. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Unnamed. First Last is asking, Cheska, why do your comics say mom rather than mum?
Well, that's because I thought they were all American, but then people have started saying that maybe Fran shouldn't be American, and so I thought, but that was kind of how I differentiated it. So in the comics, it would always be mom, but then if I did a sort of, this is us at home, this is what the kids said, like tweet or something, I'd put mum. But yeah, I don't know. Now I'm not sure how to go with it. It's all been messed up.
It's so funny. It's so funny because like reading the comic, I didn't think, I never got the feeling of that they should be British, even though I know you have an accent, but and then people were like surprised when they hear you're British, but then also a number of people are like, why aren't the characters British, before they even knew that you were British? It doesn't make any sense.
There's definitely some like Britishums in there, kind of like British. That's the word. Thank you. Those mimosas. So like the other day there was like the bonus pack. I think it was that Copycats one, the road rage one, where he's in the shopping cart copying Dad's like road talk, and the bonus panel, like because you don't always know. Like, you come over. We come over here and it's like I don't realize what words are just British words. So I think he calls her Gorpy, and people are like, "What's Gorpy?" It's like you're gorping. You're like kind of slack-jawed staring at someone, and so funny. Yeah, it's like, oh, whoops, British is showing.
What's your favorite? Do you have a favorite British word?
I mean, it's normally just lots of different swear words, and we're good with those. We have a wide variety. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Corky is a good one. I'd need more time to refer to my notes on that one.
Yeah, okay. Mr. 2007 is wondering if Pixie and Brutus are going to be in the show.
That'd be cool. Yeah,
that would be cool.
That would be sweet. I want to just cram as much stuff in the backgrounds as possible, so people are like watching. You miss something first time, and then you come back around like, oh my god, there's that thing that I missed. That's my dream for this, is to just have a bunch of Easter eggs in there. So it's open.
Yeah, and Microtic is wondering when we're going to have more stretch goals. On a future crowdfunding project.
We have stretched to the limit.
Yeah.
As we mentioned early in the stream, we briefly considered other options for last minute thrown together stretch goals, but none of them really took, and we thought it was best to just stick to what we had.
Yeah.
Damon Strat's wondering what our favorite Mario games are. Favorite Mario games?
Actually, my favorite one is Mario 2 on the NES.
So the one where he pulls up the stuff out of the ground.
Oh, that is weird. That was the not so Mario one.
Doors. Yeah, because it was just like a reskinned of a different video game. Completely.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
the actual Mario 2 was too hard for U.S. audiences, so they just reskinned a different game. But that's what I have a big memory of playing, because I had that on the NES when I was a kid. One day I was sitting at my house, and my grandma mailed me just like a giant box of NES games she got from a garage sale. So I suddenly had
Nice.
like 30 free games,
Whoa.
and that was one of them.
Oh.
So, and the other one was chess. And I didn't know how to play chess, but if you played it and if you overtook someone, they would do a little battle animation. So like that was pretty cool.
Whoa.
But I didn't know how to play chess, so
What would you do when you played? Would you just kind of randomly move?
yeah, basically. And then I would ask them, I'm like, how do I get them to fight again? She's like, if you don't know how to play this game, don't talk to me.
I remember that with Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego as a little kid. Do you guys remember that computer game?
Yeah, I did have that. The PC game, yeah.
Yeah, I remember playing it at an age where I was like just old enough to be able to play computer games, but I didn't understand the game at all. And I just like, I don't remember what I was supposed to do. I would just sort of randomly click stuff and
yeah,
see
because
what
you'd
happened.
actually have to like write down or like because they'll give you clues and you'd have to write down information like she's in this place and if you know these
and it
facts,
was
then
that was too
Wow.
you know where she-
advanced.
yeah.
That's a lot, yeah. Mario
Right,
games for
Jessica?
me, Super Mario World was one that I really got
Yeah.
into because there's just so much. I unlocked so much of that game. I like all the you get into the star levels. I think it was there were these really
Mhm.
hard ones, and I was getting
Yeah.
into them, and just I got real crazy completionist on that thing. I think there was that bit where you could get unlimited lives. There's like a bit where you could get Yoshi and unlimited lives. So I just like stock up on lives, and then it'll just go on like a big bender trying to unlock everything.
Yeah, I love that game too. That's also my favorite.
It's fun with the kids now. They do the what is it, Super Mario Bros. Builder 2 or something.
Yeah, that one's cool.
And yeah, it's just the music. They'll play stuff, and they'll change it to a level, and the music comes on. I think the one that really gets me is the original Super Mario Bros. The like Bowser levels, the castle levels, and that music still. It's like, oh god, it just gets me nervous. Yeah, yeah.
Is that right? Husk Almighty pledged $5 to the kitten tier. Thank you very much.
Thank
Thank you.
And we're down to 30 minutes. That's it. Just 30 minutes to go. So Mega88 says the secret stretch goal is all further funds go directly to sending Fran to the Ghibli Museum. I'm assuming by Fran they mean you, Cheska.
That sounds good to me. Sweet. Let's do it.
Mr. 2007 is wondering if we remember kid cuisines from the 2010s.
Yeah.
Now, I remember kid
with a little
cuisines when I was a
penguin.
kid, but it was before then, I think.
Yeah.
Lunchables or?
Kid
Yeah,
cuisines.
the frozen food, frozen
Oh,
dinner
okay.
thing.
No,
Yeah,
I didn't
like
have that. I don't know if they had them in the UK.
Peaches,
It would be like
pears.
it was a little blue tray, and it would have
Yeah.
a sort of a rectangle pizza slice and a little bit of like corn and a little bit of potatoes and then like a little brownie or something like
Yeah, the
that.
brownie, which would like destroy your mouth because it's so hot.
Yeah. I got those from time to time. Will the pilot have references to the comic? There's a few, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, like specific. When I think of like specific comic strips, there's a couple in there that are like that directly tie into comic strips.
Like a couple of lines, but the script we wanted to make it mainly sort of new stuff. But I'd love to cram a bunch, put Bally hidden somewhere or just stuff in the background, all about the background. I don't know. Are you going to be doing the backgrounds, Brian? If so, I'm sorry in advance.
No, I'm not gonna. That was just for the test shot.
You'll have to say sorry to whoever the background person is.
Yeah,
gonna
well,
be.
we have one hopefully lined up, which was a favorite of mine. We worked at Pennsylvania, so hopefully.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
With them.
Well, I apologize in advance for my very difficult Easter egg needs.
I've seen this question a lot. Cheska, will any of your family members be voicing their characters
No, that'd be terrible. They're not great at. Well, I don't know. Husband could do it, but yeah, no, the kids and me, no, thank you.
Mr. Big Fat Cash Stack Moneywad is wondering where we can find the Discord. It's not, we haven't created it yet, but we'll let everyone know when it's up. I think we'll probably send it to to Kickstarter backers first, let them join, test it out, get to know everyone, and then maybe open it up to the general public after that. I'm super excited to start the Discord server. That's, I think, going to be really fun. I can't wait to just sort of get all the fans together on Discord talking about stuff. So that'll be one of the first things that we can do. We'll probably start that within the upcoming weeks while Cheska's sleeping.
Upcoming weeks. Just need to play a little of that Echoes game, and then I just need to remember how to draw and stuff again. I've just been online so much, all the posting for Kickstarter. Like, I didn't think it would be so much, but just sort of, it gets in the way of your day a bit, because you're kind of like, okay, I gotta do this post about where we are, and then I'm like posting, and then all the different platforms, and then I gotta do a comic now, post a comic, all different platforms, putting in ads, making sure the links are right, and then I'm like, okay, I'll do something, oh no, it's lunchtime, okay, and I'll do something, oh no, I gotta post again, and then there's replies, and it's just like, oh god, no, I gave up. I was just like, okay, this is what I'm doing.
It's probably going to be odd for the first few days when suddenly you don't have to do all that stuff.
I know. I'm looking forward to putting I've got like a app on my phone that blocks sort of social media stuff, so it just stops me opening it, and I haven't been able to use it because I've been having to be online. But I'm very much looking forward to just turning it on and just going dark and trying to remember if I can draw again, because that would be lovely.
That was the sound of Donovan M pledging $50 for the Chonky Cat tier. Thank you very much.
Woo, thank you.
Number 1507 is wondering if the server is going to be exclusive to backers. No, I was thinking that we could have maybe a special role for backers, and maybe like a couple of channels exclusive to backers, but otherwise I think it should definitely be open to everyone. So not just to people that pledged on the campaign. Be great to get everybody in there. Paulo Hernandez is wondering what program we use for the stream. This is Drawpile. That is the drawing program that we've been using. Excuse me. This is about the usual time in the stream where I start coughing a lot. Raven has to ask Cadbury or Hershey's chocolate?
Cadbury.
What's your preference?
English Cadbury.
I like Hershey's Kisses, but that's about it. I don't like the Hershey's chocolate bars. They're weird. But they are good in s'mores, though. Melted, I guess.
They certainly have the uses.
Do you have an opinion of Hershey's chocolate? Because my wife is European and she hates Hershey's. She likes Cadbury's, but she absolutely hates Hershey's chocolate. She says it tastes like puke, which I don't understand at all. That sounds that's
strong. Yeah,
that's strong. I mean, I don't get it.
I mean, I'll eat it, but then I'll have Cadbury's again, and I'll be like, oh my god, this is so much better. So yeah, that kind of situation.
Speaking of cereal again, have you three seen the new frosted chocolate frosted cake cereal from Post?
My god.
Frosted
wait a minute. Frosted. This is frosted chocolate frosted cake cereal, but maybe it's frosted flakes. I mean, frosted chocolate frosted cake. That seems
It
That
sounds like
seems.
the
Wait, no,
Greek.
no. Here we go. I got a picture of frosted chocolate cake. The cereal
No, I have not seen that.
No.
made with chocolate chips. That's what it
Wow.
says on the
Huh.
box.
I mean, like, I love all this stuff, but it doesn't agree with me since
Yeah.
becoming an old person. Like, I have to not have fun stuff like that anymore. But I'll feed it to the kids and then live vicariously through them.
I
did like
have never seen this cereal.
Yeah, and I haven't seen it, but I do like the Chips Ahoy cereal. That was pretty good.
Chips Ahoy cereal?
Yeah,
I don't.
it's
My
basically like
grocery
the.
store, I think, has a pretty limited selection compared to
Well, that one
some of you
doesn't. They
guys.
don't. Yeah, that one doesn't come out anymore. I haven't seen that one. I only got it once. But
It kind of just looks like Cookie Crisp to me.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, but it tastes better. I thought.
Oh, okay.
I
Yeah,
like
that's
Cookie Crisp. Yeah.
My kids are
Okay.
crazy for that the Oreo cereal. They really like that. Well,
Oh,
I mean,
got
they're
that a couple times.
yeah, they're onto their Camp Chocolate right now because 'tis the season.
Oh.
But
Yeah, it's tricky because I love the I said before the crunch berries because it's like really like crispy and hard, so it like always tastes fresh. But then when you go to anything else, everything else just kind of tastes soft and stale. But then also the crunch berries like rips up your mouth because it's so hard and
yeah,
crispy.
have you tried one of those cereal bowls with the little shelf? Have you seen those
A
things?
little shelf.
What do you
Yeah,
mean?
it's like
What's the shelf
so
for?
so you have your cereal like sitting on the little shelf, and then you pour your milk in, and the milk kind of goes like under the shelf, and then you just knock the cereal in and into the milk
No,
reservoir, and then eat it, so it's like doesn't go soggy.
no,
Whoa.
that's wrong. I don't like
Whoa.
that. I need to see the cereal in the bowl so I see the amount and then I pour the milk on top of it. If you did it in the other way, that just
I mean, that sounds kind of
throw it out
cool
the
to me.
door.
The
I
shelf.
guess, but I don't know.
That was the sound of Alex L pledging $150 for the Cool Cat designer toy. That officially
Oh, nice.
pushes us over to $143,005. Unbelievable.
What?
Oh my
Thank you
gosh.
so
That's
much.
crazy.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yeah. Yeah, my grocery store has I feel like pretty limited cereal selection, I would say. Maybe I got to start shopping somewhere else. There's really only there's like one grocery store where I am, though. I don't really have many options. I mean, I'd have to drive
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
far to have another option.
Yeah, all
And I'm
I've got
not
is a
willing to
Walmart
make
in my
that kind of
town.
commitment for cereal.
For the cereal.
Do any of the three of you remember the Twisted Whiskers show? I've never heard of that.
No, I never heard of that.
It
No.
looks pretty crazy. Huh. No, never heard of it. I have to look it up. It's a Twisted Whiskers show. So yeah. What? How about pets? You guys, Jessica, you have dog and cats, right? Not just
Yeah.
cats.
Yeah, we used to be all dogs. When I started the comic, we were like 4 dogs, no cats. I had a Chinese crested, Boston Terrier, and 2 Chihuahuas. But now we're down to just the Boston Terrier, and then we started on cats like it's like almost 2 years ago. We got our first. I suddenly, after my Chinese crested died, I was just kind of like I didn't want a pet for a while because I was just kids are kind of pets, so I didn't have room for another pet. And then when I did finally have room for another pet, I suddenly just thought I want a cat. Like I grew up with a cat. But I don't know, I just got obsessed with wanting a cat instead of another dog. And yeah, researched over the summer, and the problem was me and my husband are both allergic to cats. So I researched and found these Devon Rexes that are supposed to be low, kind of hypoallergenic. Nothing's completely that, but they're a bit better because they don't have one of the fur layers or something. They have like this weird soft fur. It's just like the under fur. So yeah, research that and research breeders. And so yeah, we got our first Devon Rex a couple of Januaries ago.
How allergic to cats are you and your husband?
Just sort of very snotty. Just get very snotty and itchy eyes, and
Yeah.
it's just sort of like, oh, this
yeah.
is unpleasant. I actually yesterday I was snotting up, and I was like, oh god, I'm getting a cold for this live stream, and I realized I hadn't taken my. I just take Zyrtec every day because the cats
Yeah.
are better. You know, if I go around, I think I went around my friend's house and they've got like they had a bunch of cats, and I was just like, God, this is crazy. I just immediately like snodded up, and I was just like, it was very uncomfortable, but it's manageable with my guys. But yeah, I still have to Zyrtec, and I forgot you. I was pleased because I was like, oh, thank goodness it's that, and I'm not going to be like on the live stream, although I just did. But
Mighty
yeah, then we got
Elo, $10 house cat tier, and Hannah W pledging $5 for the kitten. Thank you very much. Those were the
Thank
latest
you.
2 meows.
Yeah, we got our first Devon, and he was supposed to be just my cat. But my husband fell in love with him, and he wanted a Devon Rex too. So we got another one, and then rolled on a bit, and then the the first one we got was he's just the best cat, aside from destroying my office recently. But
Oh no.
so the breeder of him had another cat that she said was amazing, and so I was a bit crazy, and I was like, should we get another one? And so yeah, we ended up with the nephew of the first cat, and so now we have suddenly gone from 0 to 3 on the cat front. But they've actually been pretty good for the comic.
I went through the exact same thing with it. We have 2 dogs, and we have a puppy now, and it's the nephew of our other dog.
Cool.
And it was like a spur of the moment thing where my wife was like, the breeder was and my wife was like, oh, let's get the nephew of the dog. And we did. And so it's funny. We just went through that same thing. But Brian, do you have any pets?
Yeah, I have 2 cats, Petey and Beans. Beans is the older cat. We actually had the previous pair was Frank and Beans, but Frank passed away, so we got a new cat from the shelter, and Petey, and he's the one that we always say at the house he loves the man, because we call like the man and the woman is like me and my wife, instead of saying like the mom and the dad kind of thing that pet owners can do. But we just like to think of him as that's the man, that's the woman. He's the one that's always he's the one that's like on my lap all the time, every day. Like anytime I sit down, he wants to get up on my lap and waits for me until I wake up and all that kind of stuff. But just 2 cats.
That's nice. Samson pledging $25 for the Curious Cat tier, and Stephen I $10 for the house cat. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
They keep coming in down to the last minute here. It's so exciting. Damon Stratz is wondering if we remember Tom and Jerry.
Yeah, that's who I'm drawing right now.
Yeah, let's see. Drawing that. Someone asked for a donut cat, so I turned your O into a donut cat.
I have those the DVDs of all the shorts.
Yeah, I love Tom and Jerry. Love the old Looney Tunes also.
Yeah, my daughter was just watching Tom and Jerry last week.
Nice.
She was cracking up. Just like I'm sure it's like something that seems quite out of the ordinary, from typical kids programming, and then you see like Tom being flattened and beaten around and flipped, and like it's just like literally, I remember her laugh so much just seeing him get beat up.
I feel like those old cartoons get a lot of mileage on TikTok too. I see like Tom and Jerry
I do see
that
those,
popping up a lot.
Yeah, usually it's like they don't make them like this anymore. Like that's always like the tagline,
Yeah, they don't. It's true.
No.
Robert R. $50 Chonky Cat.
Oh,
thank you very much.
Thank you.
That's great.
Coming in the last 13 minutes to go here.
Woo.
Oh man, yeah.
We're getting down to the wire. Isaiah the Alchemist is wondering what we are doing for the score. We have a composer. He did the music for the
Kickstarter
Kickstarter
video.
video. What's that?
Oh no, I was just it sounded like I was just trying to help you out. It sounded like you'd lost the word Kickstarter. I do that a lot, so I try and help others.
That's just the
Yeah.
mimosas talking again.
Yes, we have a composer who is going to do we've got one lined up, and he did the Kickstarter music, and he's going to do the score for the pilot too. So yeah.
His name is Michael.
Yeah, Michael Pitcher.
I always forget Michael Pitcher. I always want to add an N there for some reason, like Pincher, but no, it's Michael Pitcher. He's excellent. He worked with us at Pencilmation, and he did such a great job on a bunch of the episodes that I worked on, and I was so happy to be able to get him because such a great job on the shorts that we worked on together. So I'm really excited to work with him again.
Yeah, me too. Anytime, Brian, that you were saying like, oh, I really want to work with so and so. There was immediately like, yes, that's anyone that you want to work with. I'm like that sounds great to me.
Yeah.
Guys like Rocky and Bullwinkle?
I do. I was just actually looking up to get a box set. I'm not sure which one to get, but I've definitely wanted to collect their those shorts.
Yeah.
Which one to get?
Yeah,
it's like really like just like great like simplicity, obviously with the budget they had, but like man, it's so funny. Like just how what you can get, the mileage you can get across. I mean, it's pretty clear now, like obviously like any kind of like YouTube and like Flash animation, that kind of like limited animation style, what you can get of just people just basically making jokes over images, which is basically what Rocky and Bullwinkle felt like. I'm surprised it's not more popular now. I guess maybe it's not. There's just not much of ability to access it, I guess. But it feels very pertinent. Like that style of humor feels like it would be that would click with today's,
Yeah, the voices are so good too.
Yeah,
I love the Rocky and Bullwinkle voices, and the voice of the fairy tale. What are the fairy tales called? The fractured fairy tales. I love the narrator, Everett Horton something. I can't remember his exact name, but I absolutely love his voice.
Yeah, there's something to be said about like that super limited style of visuals, like because Tex Avery and Michael Law, his animator, would figure this out when they would basically show the storyboard reels to the group, when they're making their shorts, and things would get such big laughs because it was so limited. It was just the storyboard drawings, but because it's just an image with the the music or the effect or the in motion and sequence, just that single image is way funnier than seeing something animated completely sometimes, depending on the style of humor. And that's I think that's worked with the Rocky and Bullwinkle shorts, is that because it was so limited, it was straight to the funny drawing or the funny voice, not a lot of stuff in between,
Totally, yeah.
Yeah.
Mr. 2007 wrote you a poem, Cheska.
Oh.
Fran the cat with boys in tow, her husband near, their love will grow. In purrs and play they find delight, a family warm from day to night.
Aw, that's great.
And ZJ pledged $50 for the Chonky Cat tier. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And we have a comment from the Misfits of Erie saying that we ran a fabulous campaign and they're taking notes. Oh, that's exciting. I took notes on so many campaigns to do this
Continue
one.
the cycle.
Yeah, I know. Favorite Adventure Time episode? I didn't really watch. I remember the pilot well, but I didn't really watch the show very much.
I like the one where they Finn and Jake can't, or choosing not to speak, and they're just writing all their dialogue on little cards that they inexplicably have available before this happens. So they just have all these cards with the it's really funny, and then they're trying not to talk, and it just gets ridiculous. And another one where they're hiding in Marceline's house. They like I forget how they get there, but they're looking for her or something, and then Jake's like, "Let's just go in her house." Like, no, she's not home, and they end up hiding in a room, and she's like playing her guitar, like being, kind of. It'd be weird to see someone doing their day-to-day things, but they think they're alone, and they're also trying to be quiet again. And like, there's a spider on Jake's face, I think, or something, and it bites him, and they just have to be quiet. And it's just really funny.
David H. pledged $50 for a Chonky Cat. Thank you very much, David. Coming in at the last 7 minutes.
Woo!
Yay! Thank you.
Favorite? Wait, hold on. Let's see. What's this? You watch Ed's World? You guys know Ed's World?
No, I never heard of that.
It was like a I think it started in the Newgrounds days.
Well, you know how I'm with Newgrounds.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know nothing.
Newsgrounds. What was it? News Rounds? News Round?
News Round, I think.
Yeah. I did look up News Round and watched a clip or two, as well as the Rolf Harris show.
Oh yeah, I gotta unearth that.
Yeah, you've gotta digitize your VHS so we can see your Ralph Harris episode. And what about this? You also won an art contest when you were in like middle school or something. You were telling me.
Yeah, it was like it was one on Saturday morning. I don't know if they had it in same thing in America, but in England we'd have these Saturday morning shows that would be like a sort of live show that would sort of run for a few hours, and they'd play cartoons during it. But they had a competition in this live show. I think it was What's Up Doc, was that the show? And it was like, so they were all Warner Brothers themed, and so they had a competition to design an enemy for the Tasmanian Devil to fight in a computer game, I think. And I kind of went a bit OT. So I designed this boss that was like made of food, and I was like, oh, Taz's like ultimate enemy, like food that fights back. And I think I've got it somewhere. I could post it. But yeah, it was this thing made of food. And I think I can't remember, did I go so far as to try and like actually make a bit of a level? I was a bit I was a bit of an overachiever. But yeah, I won this contest, and so I'm just sitting there Saturday morning watching TV. They're announcing the contest winner, and they were like, and the winner is Francesca O'Brien, and we've got her mum on the phone. And I was like, what? And then I hear my mum going, hello, and it's like, oh my god, what's happening? And so I had to run into the other room and grab the phone. But yeah, I was just so surprised. I think they expected me to be all like, or something, and I was just, they were like, "Oh, what do you feel?" And I'm like, "Oh, it's great." It was just very boring. All their answers, because I was just so, I don't know, overwhelmed, I guess. And so yeah, I always feel a bit bad that I was just all these people watching, and I'm just like, "Oh, hi, yeah, it's great, thank you."
Well, we have less than 5 minutes to go now. Annie pledged $50 for Chonky Cat. Thank you very much. And we're getting into the final couple of minutes. This is it. The end and the beginning.
Yeah. Can't wait to get started.
I know. I
can wait a few days, but then I can't wait to get started.
Yeah, I'm so psyched to get started working on the pilot. It's so exciting to have such a big audience like excited about it as well and ready to watch it. It's really just, I don't know, it's very fun.
I'm looking forward to next year when it's like just we could just be advertising, come watch the pilot, come watch the thing, come watch this thing, like rather than being like, can you give us
You want to do more posting?
At least it's like, just come watch this thing we made that's cool, rather than can you give us some money to make the thing? Like I don't like the whole give us some money. Like I know we need the money. this thing, so I'm doing it. But I'm going to be much happier next year when we can just be like, "Come look at this awesome thing! It's totally free. Just look at it. It's great."
Yeah, I just can't wait to get started on it. I started feeling this way probably about halfway through the campaign. I was like, I'm just really excited now to jump in and start working on the pilot.
Yeah, it's exciting enough watching that test animation come together. You guys are just amazing.
We've got less than
Yeah.
2 minutes remaining on the counter now. 1 minute
Oh my
30
God.
seconds.
Yeah, I'm gonna be all excited, like I wasn't on Saturday morning cartoon. Oh my God, see,
Yeah.
I needed mimosas. That's what my parents should have given given me.
Yeah,
Oh my
that was it. Well, no, you've learned from them. Yeah. Wow. Well, here it is, guys. The big finale of the campaign. I've so enjoyed putting this together, and I'm so happy with how it's gone. And yeah, I'm thrilled about the whole thing. And
Many
I'm
people
psyched
we
to
got
be working
watching.
with you guys.
Yeah. How many people are here with us? I can't tell from this thing.
On the live stream, I don't know. I can only see OBS right now. I don't have the
Yeah, that's
actual
what I've got as
stream
well.
pulled up.
I have the name.
But
Well, thank you all
I'm
of you
sure
for being here.
I'm sure it's in the millions at least.
Sounds right. That sounds right.
So yeah, so close. 20 seconds. This is it. Oh boy.
I don't want to go off on a tangent and then forget.
I know, this is it. You only have 10 seconds. Oh, we got another one coming in here, right? Can I refresh the page with only 5 seconds to go? Oh, and it is Daniel, $55 Chonky Cat. He's the last one.
Oh.
Here we are. Cue the fireworks. The dancing kittens. We did it. We made it. We hit our goal and some. We made it to $143,310, 238% funded with 2,336 backers.
Absolutely
Amazing.
Thank you so much.
Yes. Wow. Thank you all so much.
And thanks to everyone that stopped by and just checking out the stream. We appreciate you coming by.
Yeah.
It's been fun sharing this with you all.
Yeah.
Oh, I wish I could just go back to like me, just the night before we did the Kickstarter and be like, it's gonna be alright. It's gonna be dancing kittens. Just don't worry about it.
I should have told you about the dancing kittens earlier. Then it would have been easier on you. So, yeah. Well, cool. Now, what are you going to do, Cheska? What's the first thing you're going to do?
Well, my husband has made me a celebratory. Oh my goodness. Not mimosas. I've been having the mimosas. That's why I can't say celebratory. Creme brulees. He's made me a creme brulee to enjoy after this. So that's what I'm going to do. And I'm also going to go and do we did it post as well. So yeah, got to do that. But it's a school night, so I can't go too crazy. But
all right, that's great, and thanks to everyone in the comments who's all excited.
Yeah, thanks.
Thank you guys. Okay, what about you, Brian? How are you gonna celebrate after the stream?
Start drawing some stuff.
Get to work. Get to work.
Yeah.
Well, it's been great, guys. I'm so pumped up and excited about this, and really excited about how the project went. We worked on the script. Cheska, you and I went back and forth on the script for what, 2 years, something like that?
I'm crazy.
And then we planned the Kickstarter project for probably 4 or 5 months, and now the Kickstarter is in. And here we are. Now we get to start making the. Yeah. So yeah, we'll look forward to doing more streams too. You can subscribe to the YouTube channel and follow along with our progress. We'll huddle and figure out how often we want to do these, but we're definitely going to keep all the fans up to date on everything.
And we'll get the comic dubs out on this channel as well, so subscribe and hit that bell or something.
That's right. So, yeah. And live stream behind the scenes and taking care of all the technical stuff. I wouldn't be able to do without you. And Brien, thank you for putting your faith in this project and doing so much work already. All these drawings, all the Kickstarter artwork, and everything. It's so cool. Yeah. And
I would still be doing the reward pictures if it was just me. So thank you so much.
And Cheska, thank you for letting me work on this project with you and trusting me to help you adapt Litterbox into animation. I'm excited.
I'm very excited too, and thank you for the dancing kittens. You know how I feel about those dancing kittens.
Yeah, that's why we brought them back just for you.
When I first saw the Kickstarter video, and there was those dancing kittens. I was like, yes, it's the best.
All right, guys. Well, I think that's about it. Thank you all for coming to the stream and watching, and hope you all have a good night.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Thank you. You're all amazing.
So much.